What happens? What happens if Kamala Harris is elected the 47th president? But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that you hear in this video that I call a demonstration is only the opinions of mine and others. Everything that you hear in this demonstration is only allegedly. Salute to my replay gang. Salute to the chat. Salute to all my moderators. All right, y'all. 30 days and we will have a new president. 30 days. We may have our first. We may have our first woman president of the United States of America. That's going to be a major history for us all, because when the country first was established, when America was first established by the founding forefathers, they didn't intend on a woman ever becoming president. Salute Jonathan, salute to the chat. So this is going to make the 47th president, and it's that close. It's very close of the 47th president becoming a woman. What is that going to mean? Along with what is it going to mean, do you feel as though she will be able to do a good enough job to where as though there won't be no backlash? And when I talk about backlash, there won't be people saying, see, told y'all shouldn't have never let a woman become president, because women act off emotions and women don't know how to lead. Salute positive vibes. So these are questions along with a whole list of other questions that we have to take in consideration when it comes to Kamala becoming the first woman president of the United States of America. How do I feel about it? Honestly, I do feel like a woman should be given a chance to lead this country. Now, for me, she has to be able to, I'm not going to say be perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect human being. So if there's no perfect human beings, then finding a perfect president is going to be far-fetched. I would like to see her, if she becomes president, I would like to see her do a fair job. Okay? I'm not looking for her to just get in there and turn things around overnight. Nah. No matter who gets in there. I don't believe 4 years is enough time to just turn things around. I see y'all in the chat. Give me a minute. I will address your comments. If you have a comment that's you feel as though it's very, very important, just purchase a super chat. I answer all super chats. So I'm not expecting her to get in there and turn things around overnight and make things perfect. No, I'm not expecting her to do an excellent job, but between fair and good, I'm looking for her to raise the bar and do a good job. However, for me, I'll take a fair job done by Kamala if she becomes the president. It's going to be a lot of pressure on her shoulders as well as her back. And that's something that we all got to take in consideration. She's going to have a whole lot of pressure. I mean, a whole lot. Because, number one, she's a woman. And people are already expecting her to fail. Salute, Tory. Salute, Tory. So, how do you feel? You let me know, how do you feel? What happens if she wins the presidential election? Do you think she's qualified to lead this country? What will she do for the American people that's going to benefit the American people? Okay? Because the president has to make things better for the American people. Okay? They're not supposed to make things better, or they're not supposed to do things to benefit only one particular group. No, that's not how this works. However, when I think of the president, I think of a president that does what he or she can do to make things better for all Americans. Now, we always got to take a consideration, and we always got to look at it. The president is limited to power. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. The president is limited to power. Regardless who becomes the president, they still have to go through Congress. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. They have to go through Congress. They can come up and try to push as many bills as they want, but it got to go through Congress. And if Congress doesn't agree on it, then guess what? The bill doesn't get passed. Now, there are other elements to the American people that the president plays a major role in. One is the character. I've been saying this for the longest time. I've always said this, and I still stand 10 toes down. The president, man or woman, has to have a decent character. Can't be president acting a fool. And this is just my opinion and my perspective. Y'all are welcome to weigh in. I know many of y'all, when it comes to the president, many of y'all don't care about the character. Many of y'all feel as though a fool can run the country as long as the fool get the job done. That's not how I think. That's not how I think. All right? I don't want no fool running this country. Now, when I think of the president, can the president have a sense of humor? Sure. You know, can the president, I'm not going to say, can the president show weakness? No. No. And that's one thing that we got to take in consideration when choosing the president. Because America is not the only country in the world. And there are a lot of countries that have been waiting for a long time to destroy America. So now when we look at this president, if Kamala wins, how will she hold up amongst the world leaders? Let me jump to some of y'all comments. Jonathan says, I think we are too caught up on the first. Sometimes just because we have never had something doesn't mean it will be good. Jonathan says, do you think Biden did a good job? I don't think Biden done a good job. I don't think Biden done a good job. I think, and you know what? I'm going to be honest with y'all. Some of it, we can blame Biden, but some of it, we got to blame the American people. Why, Shank Rock? Because most people voted for Biden just because they didn't like Trump. So now you voted for Biden, you got Biden in office, all because your dislike for Donald Trump. It's true. Let's call a spade, all right? Let's call a spade now. Most of you voted for Joe Biden simply because you disliked Donald Trump. Now you got Joe Biden in office, and you had a chance to see Joe Biden really didn't do too much for the country. And that's what I'm afraid of if you vote for Kamala just because you dislike Trump. We got to put on our thinking caps. Salute, Adrian. Adrian says, yep, and it was a stupid choice. Trump 2024. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Do I think Trump is the best president? Do I think Trump is just this perfect president? No, I don't. There are many candidates. There are many people that would do a better job than Trump, in my opinion. However, Biden, I've never thought that Biden would do a better job than Trump. And I still don't think Biden would do a better job than Trump. That was the whole purpose of me saying I'm going to vote for Trump. Not because I wanted Trump to come to my next cookout. Not because I wanted to go roller skating with Trump or invite Trump to my daughter's wedding. No. Because Trump against Biden, it's a no-brainer. Trump makes the better president. Now, Biden is no longer running. Kamala is in there. Now, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up about Kamala. What is going to happen if she becomes the president? What is going to happen for 4 years? Adrian says, I vote on policy, bro. His policies are way better for my bank account. And I got to respect that, Adrian. I got to respect that. That's one thing. Another thing that I was telling people, look, under Trump's leadership, while Trump was in office, my bank account looked it better. It's just a no-brainer. I'm not the type of person to get caught up in my feelings when it comes time to making a decision. I stay far away from my feelings as I can. I used to be in my feelings. I used to live by a code. If I like you, you're in. If I don't like you, you're out. I used to live by that code. But that code got me a whole lot of headaches and a whole lot of heartaches. Because me being in my feelings, it clouded my thinking and I was unable to make the better choice. I've said that. And I'll say this. If I have to vote for a white prejudiced man that's going to get the job done, if I got to vote for a white prejudiced man that's going to make my bank account look good compared to voting for a black woman that could give a damn about my bank account, I got to vote for the prejudiced white man. It's just that simple. It is what it is. Shank, you mean to tell me you will vote for a white racist man? Hell yeah. You won't vote for a black woman? Hell to the no. See, that's in your feelings. That's in your feelings. But at the end of the day, money isn't black nor white. Money is green. Adrian says, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, bro. I'm all in, bro. Salute Tommy from the Still Swinging Podcast. I do think that Kamala have some good policies. I do feel like her character, and this is just my opinion, y'all. Now, we can wrestle about this all day long. It's okay if you disagree with me. I don't have no problem with you disagreeing with me. I will give it to Kamala when it comes to character. I'm going to give it to her. She got a better character than Trump, and I'll tell you why. She's careful what she says out her mouth. Trump, on the other end, Trump gonna cut a fool. Trump gonna cut a fool. That was one of the issues that I had with Trump. Certain things that he said, yo, you should have just kept that to yourself. Sam Rogers, salute. Sam Rogers says, careful, but not telling what she's going to do to fix the economy. That's a whole new nother subject, you know? And you're right. When we listen to her, and I'm going to, pull up some of her comments. Just give me a minute. I want to wait till some more people cloud in. I'm going to be pulling up some of her comments, and we're going to dissect some of her comments as well as her policies. CGH says, please inform yourself. And see, when she becomes president, if she becomes president, and for all those that voted for her, just because you didn't like Trump, what are you going to say? You're going to say, you're going to make the same excuses that you made when you voted for Biden and Biden got in office. You're going to say the same thing. I don't care. I don't care, Shank, long as Trump ain't get in there. Salute Alexander. Salute Alexander. Am I a Trump supporter? I'm not a Trump supporter in that aspect. I don't dislike Trump. I don't have nothing against Trump. I have some issues. Same way with Kamala. Am I a Kamala supporter? No. But I can give her some credit on a lot of things. When we go back to the debate, and that's what I was waiting for, that presidential debate. I always, and I still feel like Kamala won the debate. Some of the things I agree with Kamala, some of the things I agree with Trump. Sam Rogers says, I see a lot of podcasts with Trump on there and watch the videos. The stuff he says and the stuff that goes on the news is way different. Appreciate you for subscribing, Isabel. Appreciate you for subscribing. I appreciate all my new subscribers worldwide. Salute Melanated Queen. Salute Melanated Queen. Appreciate you for pulling up. Make sure y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button. Make sure you all double tap the screen and hit the like button. We got 250 watching. Let's get my likes up. Salute, positive vibes. Salute. Now, we're going to have a woman if she wins. It's going to be a woman president. You have a lot of people that the very thought of a woman leading a country, you have some people that thought makes them sick to their stomach. When it comes to leading, some people today feel as though a woman should not have any leadership role. One thing I could say about that, we are in a different day and time, all right? Women, in my opinion, I do believe women should have the opportunity to lead, okay? However, a woman has the right to lead this country, but just can't throw no any woman in there. This is what worries me. Mr. Ashen Fire says Trump led us to 8 trillion extra in debt. Salute Donald Trump 2024. Just can't have no woman in there leading the country. Please inform yourself. She is not black, no matter. I've never said, well, let me backtrack. In this demonstration, I didn't say she was black. Notice, I never labeled her black. I never labeled her as a woman of color. Not in this demonstration. I only referred to her as a woman. I only referred to her as a woman. Okay? Sam says, regardless of who wins, I just want to solve to get along and love each other. Now, that statement says a lot. And I'm with you, Sam Rogers. But let's ask ourselves, are we going to accept? Are you going to accept a woman as the president? That's something that I'm asking you all. Are you going to accept a woman as the president? Are you willing to give her a fair chance? Are you willing to give her a fair chance? Like I said, a lot of pressure is going to be on her. A lot. It's a lot of pressure on her right now. It's a difference from being the vice president to being the actual president. The vice president, you're second in charge. You know, when something goes bad, your hands is pretty much clean. You know? Now, one thing that I will say in either one of their defense, regardless if Trump wins, regardless if Kamala wins, in their defense, they're going to get blamed for everything. And I don't think that that's fair. I don't think that it was fair that Trump got blamed for a lot of things that just wasn't in his control. And I'm going to say the same thing for Biden. I'm going to say the same thing for Biden. And I'm going to say the same thing for whoever becomes the 47th president. Trust me. And you all know, the president is limited. They got to go through the House. They got to go through the House. Unless it's something different, somebody correct me. Drop a one in the chat if the president got to go through the House of Congress. So let's say Trump wins. Let's say Kamala wins. Ain't but so much blame we could put on either one of them. Ain't but so much blame we can put on Biden. Even though I feel like Trump makes a better president than Biden. But even I know it was just so much that Biden could have done. You got to go through the House. Now, I'm going to take y'all comments. Please only answer this question, all right? And I'm going to read y'all comments. And please, no profanity. No, you can voice your opinion. You could disagree with me. You could agree with me. You could say whatever it is. But just respect me. No profanity. No curse words. If you got to use ish, just say ish or the S word. If you got to say the F, just use the letter F. We know what you're saying. Just say BS. Please, y'all. No profanity in the chat. Moderators. Now, I done already said no profanity in the chat, no curse words. Moderators, if they drop any curse words, get them up out of here. All right? Now, I'm going to come to the chat. Y'all let me know what happens if Kamala becomes the 47th president. CGH says, O is the one calling the shots, that trailer. Donald says, Glizzy isn't a... I'm not even going to argue with y'all, all right? I know most of y'all new over here, and y'all don't know how I get down. Your ass going to find out how I get down if you put a curse word in the damn chat. Now try me. All right? I'm trying to be respectful with y'all. All right? Tommy says president can sign an executive order to get something done. Sam dropped the one. Ashen Fire says judges can block EOs. Tommy says World War III. Donald says we will all die. Richie says no, the way it works is fine. The problem is no one agree on anything that makes a difference because they're too focused on presidential candidates. Al Carter dropped the one. Tell them positive vibes. Tell them now. Donald says we will end up going to war because of the dumb decision she makes. LB says EOs are really for exceptional circumstances. Congress makes laws and the president signs them, not a dictator. Frank says if that B gets in office, this is going down. Hill big time. F that cut. I appreciate you, Frank. I appreciate you for saying what you need to say and dressing the curse words up. And that's all I'm asking, y'all. Appreciate you, Frank. Give Frank a big salute. Appreciate that. Yeah, Trump. Salute, Jen. Jen says, I'm scared of what will happen. We are definitely worse off now. And we're where we're at. We're where we're at because we've been voting in our feelings. When it comes to voting, we all are in our feelings. Now, I've said this several times. I'm going to say it again. When Trump and Hillary was running, right? What did everybody say? We got to vote for Trump. Why we got to vote for Trump? Cause we can't let Hillary become the president, so we got to vote for Trump. Y'all do remember that. Y'all do remember before Trump became president, the majority of the people, we got to vote for Trump. Trump's a businessman. We can't let Hillary get in there, so we got to vote for Trump. All right? Trump wins. Trump gets in there. What happened when Trump get in there? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. When I tell you, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all came for Trump head so fast. I said, God damn. But they were the same ones that were saying we gotta vote for Trump. So now y'all got mad at Trump. So now we gotta vote for Biden. I scratched my head. Well, why we gotta vote for Biden? Because we gotta get Trump out of there. I said, Lord have mercy. Y'all remember, right? Biden became president. Let's be honest. The Democrats, let's be honest. Y'all were very upset with Biden. Y'all were very ashamed of Biden. Y'all felt like Biden made the Democrat Party look ridiculous. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The same way y'all felt as though Trump made the Republican Party look ridiculous. Y'all felt the same way about Biden. Y'all felt that Biden made the Democrat Party look ridiculous. Do y'all see the picture that I'm painting? That's all I'm trying to get y'all to see. The picture that I'm painting. Now, let's get to the question. Now, many of you are going to vote for Kamala simply because you don't like Trump. Now, when Kamala gets in there, what is going to happen? For all Americans, for Black Americans, for white Americans, for legal, notice I said for legal immigrants, for the LGBT community, for the Jewish community, for all the communities that make up America. Listen to me. Is it fair? Will it be fair if Kamala gives illegal immigrants that are in this country illegal? Is it fair for Kamala to give these legal immigrants coming in this country? Would it be fair for her to give those illegal immigrants more than what the American people are getting? It's just a simple question. It's just a simple question. I got some no's. Tommy, Jen, I see the no's down there. I see the no's. How's my audio? How's my audio? How's my audio? Can y'all hear me? All right, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Like I said, that's something that we all of us Americans can agree on. Black Americans, white Americans, the legal immigrants. Because here's the thing, there are thousands, maybe millions, but there are definitely thousands of legal immigrants that came to this country. They couldn't get nothing. They had to work. They had to work minimum wage jobs. I'm talking about the legal immigrants now. They had to do it the right way. I mean, they had to work day in and night out. They did it the right way. So is it fair? Is it fair? Like the American people don't already have it hard as it is. We already got it hard. Gas prices up. Food prices up. Come on. It's hard for two people with good jobs to make ends meet. It's hard for the middle class people to make ends meet. We ain't even going to discuss those that are under the poverty line. We're talking about the middle class people. Today, it's hard for the middle class people with two in the household. It's hard on them because the prices is up. We're living check to check, paycheck to paycheck. So now you have the illegals coming in here. And that's what we are faced with while she's the vice president. And somebody help me understand that, because many of you all have said, Shank, she's the vice president. She can't make nothing happen. Many of you all have said that. Well, if she's the vice president and she can't make things happen, how was she able to make things happen with the illegal immigrants? Right? This country has been falling apart for a long time. And guess what? It didn't start with Joe Biden. I cannot put that on Joe Biden. This country falling apart didn't start with Donald Trump. I can't put that on Donald Trump. This country falling apart didn't start with Obama. I can't put it on Obama. I can't put those charges on Obama, Trump, or Biden. The country has been falling apart. And where we're at now, we're at war with each other on who is messing up the country. Country already been messed up. For the black side of the family, many of you feel like Trump is the reason for the police brutality. The many unalived black men and women and children losing their lives at the hands of racist cops. This been going on before Trump got in office. This been going on before Obama got in office. It was going on before Clinton. It was going on before the son, Bush, got in office. Police brutality towards black American, it been going on. So we can't give Trump that charge. We can't give Biden that charge. We can't give Obama. Our biggest problem, we blame the president that we don't like. We blame that president for all of Americans' problems. And we don't like that president. Whatever is going on in America, we blame it on that president. I'm being honest, y'all. I'm being honest. Trump, Biden, Obama, they get blamed for things that we can't blame them for it. Like I said, and I'm the furthest person to go with Biden. However, I gotta call a spade a spade. I'm not gonna get that man in charge that ain't him. I'm not gonna blame that man for something that I know he don't have no control over. Police brutality. Y'all don't know how long police brutality has been going on in the United States of America? Way before Biden got in office. Way before Trump got in there. Yeah. I know all that, Shank. But Trump said he's gonna start pardoning those rioters that was down there at the Capitol building on January the 6th. I do feel like that would be wrong. Now, I disagree with Trump on that. If he do become the president and he pardoned those rioters, I would disagree with that. And this is what I'm saying. Some things when it comes to Trump, I disagree with. Some things that come to Kamala, I disagree. I disagree with all the presidents. But then there are things that I can honestly say, I can agree with that. I'm just trying to get everybody to see the good, the bad, and the ugly from both sides. You lying to yourself if you are a Trump supporter. You're lying to yourself if you believe that everything Trump and you think everything she said. Give me a minute, y'all. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? I appreciate that, P. Diddy. Y'all can hear me now? We got Baby Oil Man in the chat. Every time I get to dropping these jewels, my audio jack up, y'all. Wow. Wow. Every time I get to dropping these jewels, my audio mess up. So I'm going to tone it down a little bit, y'all. I'm going to tone it down. I got to tone it down, y'all. Let's go to some of the things that Kamala has been saying, y'all. Give me a minute, y'all. Wow. That's sad, y'all. That's sad. All right. Let's go to the polls. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. P. Diddy says the live ain't big enough for the two of us. Uh-oh, y'all. Uh-oh. Baby Oil Man then pulled up. Uh-oh. Baby Oil Man is in the chat, y'all. So as of right now, Kamala is leading 49% to Trump's 47.2. Let's see, y'all. All right, y'all, let's see. Appreciate that super chat. Appreciate that super chat, Brian. Brian says, I appreciate hearing your perspective. Americans need to hear both sides to make an educated decision. We need to stop this emotion voting, stop with one issue voting, and look at the bigger picture. I appreciate that, Brian. I appreciate that. Salute, Miss G. I see y'all down there in the chat. I appreciate that compliment, Brian. Let's see, y'all. All right, let's see this. It says, in a clumsy attempt to be discreet, Vice President Kamala Harris was caught on a hot mic and on video Wednesday telling someone that the Hurricane Milton briefing she was in the middle of was a live broadcast. How many of y'all knew about this? This is new to me. How many of y'all knew about this? It says, as National Weather Service Director Ken Graham warned of the potentially devastating flooding that could result from the major hurricane's landfall. It says, Harris, who was taking part in briefing over video, appeared to become distracted by something behind the camera. It goes on to say the vice president, in a moment that some on social media likened to a scene from HBO's Veep, then awkwardly raised her hands up to her chin and slowly concealed half her face, including her mouth, with her palms and fingers. How many of y'all knew this? It's a live broadcast. Harris barked, with her mouth still shielded behind her hands. How many of y'all knew this? Graham wrapped up his portion of the briefing seconds after the bizarre moment. Wow. Wow. But Harris, seemingly showing that she was paying attention, quickly asked a follow-up question before the President Biden, who attended the briefing in person, could move on to the next official. Hey, Ken, I have a question for you. Harris chimed in. You mentioned words matter, and I know there is a lot of media following this briefing. So there have been, we've gone from a category 5 to a category 4, and the language that a lot of folks have been using is downgrade. But it sounds like you're cautioning us that may communicate a sense that the danger is lessened, when in fact it's not. Can you talk a little bit about that? The Democratic nominee asked. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna have to investigate this, y'all. Before her hot mic moment, Harris appeared to be reading her portion of the briefing from a script, needing to glance down at her desk several times as she urged Florida residents to take Hurricane Milton seriously. The storm made landfall near Siesta Key, Florida, late Wednesday night as a Category 3 hurricane. Wow. The storm, okay, I read that. The vice president's office did not respond to the Post request for comment. Hurricane Milton reached Category 5 storm strength multiple times over the course of the last 2 days. I'll ask y'all again, and then I'm going to let you all get out of here. What will happen? What will happen if Kamala Harris is elected to be the 47th president? Look, I appreciate you all for pulling up. As I stated before, I would like to take the platform to another level. I have to compete against the bigger platforms, okay? Along with competing against the larger platforms, I would like to upgrade the platform. I need mics. I need a new chair. I see all the content creators with chairs, colorful chairs. I need backgrounds. I need green screens. There are a lot of different things that I need to make the platform to be able to compete with the major platforms. So what I'm doing starting today, each week, the quota for this platform is to raise $100 or more on the Cash App. If you would like to donate anywhere from $1 to $100, the Cash App is $ERICMCINT. All donations are very much appreciated. I want to take the platform to another level. Okay? I want to really, really push this platform because I think that this is a wonderful platform. You all are able to come here and voice your opinions, whatever your opinions may be. You all are able to come here and do that. And so I would like to make this platform much bigger, and I would like to attract a larger audience. So I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Salute, and I will see you all on the next demonstration. I might go live at 8 o'clock. Let me do some homework. There is the baby oil man. He was denied bond for the third time. For all y'all that don't know, baby oil man, P. Diddy, has been denied bond for the third time. So I'll probably come back and do a demonstration on baby oil man's bond be denied, or I might want to do this demonstration on Kamala. Just give me a few minutes, y'all. But either way, I'll see everybody back at 8 p.m. That's 2 hours. So make sure you all pull back up in 2 hours. Salute, everybody.